Hello and welcome. In this specific video training course, you're going to learn how to design, develop, and sell premium WordPress themes. We're going to cover everything from start to finish, from the start of the idea to brainstorming, to researching your market, to designing the layout, to developing it, to finding people that can do this, and of course, selling your premium WordPress themes. So there are going to be two different avenues here. And I made sure that we had two different options because I can see how some of you might go one route and some of you might go another route. Now, when you're designing WordPress themes, you can go either way. For example, option number one at the top here, if you've done your research on Google, you've tried to find a WordPress theme that you really want, but you can't find that perfect theme for your business, I'm going to show you how to get it designed, get it created, and then that way you have a perfect theme for your business or your client. So this is more of a route that you can take. It's a lot easier, but it requires a little bit more setup and technical knowledge of WordPress. Now, this avenue here, the second option, is if you want to build a premium WordPress theme with a backend administrator control panel that allows the users to tweak the design without having any knowledge whatsoever of WordPress. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I assume that the majority of you want to learn how to build a premium WordPress theme with a control panel. But I know some of you with WordPress, technical knowledge want to just get up and running fast. And if you can do all the legwork, you can go with option number one. Now, who is this for? I want to make sure that you understand clearly who this video training course was made for. This is made for anybody. You don't have to know anything about WordPress programming or coding. But if you want to learn WordPress coding and PHP and all the technical stuff, this may not be for you. But if you don't have any technical background whatsoever, you want to learn how to create a viable WordPress theme business, then this is for you. So with that said, let's talk about mindset. I want to make sure that you understand clearly what this video training course is all about, but not only that, but if you can understand that this is a real business, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it does take some work. It's going to take some time to actually get this developed, but in the end, you will profit well because this is a very profitable industry to go in, but it will take some work. If you have that kind of mindset and you're willing to persevere and you have the will to move forward, then this is for you. So, are you ready? All right. So let's move forward. I want to talk now about the video overview so you have an idea of all the videos in this video training course, how all the pieces of the puzzle are fit together so you know exactly what to expect, and when you begin to implement the whole process and the system, it's actually going to be a lot faster. So let's talk about it. This is the introduction to WordPress theme creation, video number one. Video number two, the next video after this, we're going to talk about different types of themes, why creating niche specific themes are the best, how to identify your market. We're going to do some research on demographics, research on your competitors, and just basically the planning process to ensure that your WordPress theme is profitable. Because the worst case scenario is that you jump right in, you get something designed, you try to sell it, and it just doesn't sell. So you gotta know who your audience is. Just like this video course, my audience in this video training course are anybody who wants to learn how to do this, not necessarily the coding. Video number three, we're going to talk about planning your layout for WordPress. So I'm going to show you how different markets have different layouts. And I'm going to show you different WordPress only layout examples. I'm going to show you layouts that won't work for WordPress, so you have an idea of what's working and what doesn't work. And in video number 4, we're going to talk about designing your layout for WordPress. And we're going to show you how to create a mock-up design or mock-up layout so that you can get that converted to WordPress. And I'm actually going to show you a template that we designed, and we're going to actually take that design, we're going to find people to convert it to WordPress, and then you're going to see step by step how we go from designing this layout to actually developing a WordPress theme. So you get to see every single. And in video number 5, this is optional, but we're going to show you how to find Photoshop or PSD WordPress theme designers to do the work for you. In other words, converting the PSD into WordPress. But I'm actually going to show you where to go to find expert WordPress theme Photoshop designers, how to sift through designers and separate the good ones from the bad ones. And if you can understand how to outsource certain projects, this is a very important skill that you're going to use on and over again throughout this video course. And this is option number 1. Video number 6, if you choose to go down this route is basically going to give you the option of getting experts to chop your Photoshop theme and turn it into a basic WordPress theme. So if you go through option number 1, basically all you do is take the PSD, convert it to a WordPress. You get somebody else to do this, of course. But from this point on, you have to know WordPress. You have to know how to set things up. So this option is great if you're dealing with like local offline businesses and you're doing all the setup for them. But option number 2, on the other hand, is good for, let's say, for example, a local business or an online business. They buy the theme from you, and then they have the ability to tweak the design, tweak this and that. They have a little bit limitations in terms of the layout, but they can add a video, they can add a slider, they can just do whatever you have built in to the control panel. So this is the route that I assume that the majority of you want to go and want to learn how to do. I've spent about almost a month trying to figure out the best route to take for option number 2. So you get to learn from my failures and from my time, all in just less than a few hours. So in video number 7, we're going to have the option of getting experts to create custom control panels. Video number 8, I'm going to show you how to create premium theme specifications, basically the features and the expectations. So before you get something developed, you need to have an idea of, okay, in the layout itself, what should be the features? Should somebody be able to insert their logo here, or maybe their company name text? If they don't have a logo, they're going to have to enter the company text. Should there be like a slider? Should there be a video? Basically, what kind of features do you want to add to your customer control panel? In video number 9, we're going to talk about how to find WordPress experts to integrate custom control panels into your theme. So this is basically outsourcing, finding WordPress experts that can do the work for you. So obviously you're going to need some money to do this. And in video number 10, I'm going to show you after you go to a site, create a project description, how can you sift and choose the right WordPress experts? Video number 11, I'm going to show you how to write an NDA, that's a non-disclosure document, to protect your premium WordPress theme asset. Video number 12, I'm going to show you how to do some quality assurance testing to make sure that your theme is going to work. It has no bugs whatsoever, because when you launch your theme, the worst case scenario is to have your theme have a ton of bugs. You're going to get a lot of support. You're going to get overwhelmed, and you're going to, be overwhelmed, possibly quit. So I want to make sure that we eliminate as much as possible. Video number 13, I'm going to show you how to brand and package your themes. Video number 14, I'm going to show you different angles of selling your WordPress themes. And we're going to talk about sales copywriting 101 in video number 15. And of course, last but not least, video number 16, where can you market your themes? So basically, this is how it all works. You research, you brainstorm, you plan your WordPress theme, you design the Photoshop WordPress layout, you convert the Photoshop to WordPress, you attach the custom panel to the WordPress, you test and ensure that there are no bugs, you release it, and that's it. Here's what you're going to need. It does cost some money to invest into the design, the conversion, and the building of the control panel. And it does take time. This is not something that you can do overnight unless you go with option number 1. And you do need the internet and perseverance. So with that said, let's move on to video number 2.